Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Independent School District 196, we welcome you to Eagan High School, to Wildcats Stadium, and tonight's South Suburban Conference boys varsity soccer game between the visiting Irish from Rosemount High School and your Eagan Wildcats. The officials are leading the teams onto the field for the introductions, and our officials for this game. The center referee is Jose Ramos Munoz. The assistant referees are Josh Hartwell and Saeed Ruzagar. Now let's meet the starting lineup. Starting lineups for tonight's game. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Rosemount Irish. Starting with the goalkeeper, senior, number 0, Nathan Kelly. Defense, junior, number 2, Lucas Lohman. Defense, senior, number 3, Ethan Browning. Midfield, senior, number 5, Max Raimondo. Defense, senior, number 6, Max Ellis. Forward, senior, number 10, Axel Martin. Forward, senior, number 11, Brady LaPlante. Forward, sophomore, number 14, Carter Watt. Defense, junior, number 23, Carter Yu. Defense, sophomore, number 26, Landon Eklund. In midfield, sophomore, number 66, Matthew Duchild. The Irish assistant coaches are Jim Lindell, Carl Peterson, and Johnny Lemoyne. The head coach of the Rosemount Irish is Todd Farrington. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our visitors to Wildcat Stadium this evening, the Rosemount Irish. Now here is the starting lineup for your Eagan Wildcats, starting with the goalkeeper, junior, number 1, Zach Rojas. Midfield, senior, number 2, Captain Sion Tapa. Midfield, junior, number 6, Owen Gentilla. Midfield, senior, number 8, Captain Jake Sondag. Forward, sophomore, number 9, Zayan Oliath. Midfield, junior, number 11, Eric Knoll. Defense, senior, number 12, Ryder Brandner. Defense, senior, number 20, Grant Paulson. Midfield, senior, number 21, Captain Blake Prouty. Midfield, senior, number 22, Noel Eddy. And defense, junior, number 24, John Tesdall. The Wildcat assistant coaches are PK Anand and Micah Anderson. The head coach of the Eagan Wildcats is Josue Botuli. Ladies and gentlemen, your Eagan Wildcats. We'll ask the visiting Rosemount Irish to greet the game officials and their opponents, the Eagan Wildcats. The national anthem was presented prior to the start of tonight's first game at 5 o'clock. Now the Wildcats will greet the game officials. The teams will return to their benches. Good luck to both teams in tonight's game.
The sun is setting on a beautiful evening for soccer here at Wildcat Stadium. It's the Rosemount Irish and the Eagan Wildcats, a huge South Suburban Conference matchup. My name is Skip Newton, right here on Eagan TV with my broadcast partner, Nathan Cron. Nathan, the Eagan Wildcats have started off so far undefeated, although their last game a 0-0 draw. 6 wins, 1 draw. It's tough to imagine a better start.
It's tough to imagine a better start. The Wildcats have played a number of top-ranked teams. As you mentioned, their last game out, a 0-0 draw against Tonka at Minnetonka. Tonka number 6 in the latest coaches poll. The Wildcats pulling down the number 3 spot, but those Rosemount Irish sitting there at the 10th spot. So we've got a top 10 matchup here between two teams that already are intra-district rivals, section rivals, conference rivals, and probably don't like the way the other guys look. So it's going to be compelling soccer for us tonight.
Yeah, it's a great early season rivalry and a huge game because the section seeding could all depend on this game. The winner will have a perfect opportunity to come out of this as the number 1 seed in Section 3, and that's a huge advantage. Playing at home I think does matter. Still, your friendly confines. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We're still 3.5 weeks away from that. But as Eagan takes the pitch, they're going to be wearing their home blues going left to right. Rosemount wearing their road whites going right to left. That last game mentioned a 0-0 draw. The first game all season where the Wildcats haven't scored a goal. They've been doing a good job putting the ball in the net, finishing on their chances, and things are underway. The first 40-minute half goes with Rosemount possession and quickly turned over. Wildcats get the throw. We'll get the lineup as we can. Blake Prouty at midfield with the ball there, number 21. That's Tesdall on the back line up to Sondag, one of the co-captains. He's got Owen Gentilla on the wing here. This ball's going to go to him. Gentilla been hot lately, scored a few goals. Controls that, got great ball skills. Eric Knoll making a run, but it goes to the middle to Prouty. He's going to fire a shot from distance wide. Goalkeeper Zach Rojas, as usual, back on the back line. See on top of the aforementioned Jonathan Tesdall. Grant Paulson back there as well. Get the rest of the lineup as we see them. Tapa. Sondag. Lays it back for Gentilla. Deflected out. Ryder Brandner, the other backline player, goes to the middle to Prouty. Tapa's pass is intercepted. Gentilla, nice job pressuring from behind. Good aggressive defense here, and Tapa got a little too physical. I like the physicality, though, Nathan.
Well, it's going to be essential for both teams to be physical in this game. Again, I wasn't exaggerating by too much to say that these two teams are rivals in so many ways, and there's a familiarity, and with familiarity, the phrase is, it breeds a bit of contempt. Well, I suspect both of these teams really want to get one up on the other, and so as a result, it's going to be physical, and both teams had better buckle up and be ready for it.
Noel Eddy, one of the midfielders on the back line, wins that one. No surprise there. Big height advantage on the back line for the Wildcats against most opponents. They win a lot of those balls in the air, especially on that back line. Oliat plays it back. This is Tapa. Dispossessed. Stealing that was Max Raimondo.
Raimondo, one of the leaders for this Irish team, one of the senior captains. I've called his name a few times. I think Skip Newton in the past.
Touch got away a little bit, but nice recovery there for Tesdall. Finds Oliat. He's going to go up looking for either Gentilla or Sondag. Splits the difference and finds neither one.
Yeah, I think that was the problem. If you hadn't split the difference, maybe you would have had a little better chance there.
Brandner with a nice run here. Good step up. Sondag, give and go. He's got it back. The cross, too far. Noel hustling after that one. Lays it back, gets it back. Noel's got skill and speed. Left foot cross. Sondag, left foot, blocked. Diving save. Not as much on that shot, but there was another Wildcat right on the doorstep. I think it was Gentilla. Nice diving save there by the goalkeeper, Nathan Kelly, senior, Rosemount Irish.
Right now, the Wildcats with a lot of momentum really coming at the Irish in waves. Irish just need to get this ball out of their own end, control it a little bit, not quite chase as much. The Wildcats are relentless.
Noel pulls that out of the air, some fancy feet. Almost gets around one defender, but can't. Tries to fire the cross. He's hoping, I think, for the corner. Great defense there by Landon Eklund. Stood his ground. Physical, but not fouling. I mean, just a clean defensive play. Eric Knowles, a tricky forward midfielder to stop. Does a nice job of changing both direction and speed quickly. Prouty to Knoll. Oliat into the penalty area. Zigzagging, draws a double team. Either trying to find a cross, plays it back. Sian Tapa, left foot shot on the ground. Not too dangerous, but you never know if something gets flicked by either a defender or if a Wildcat gets his foot on it, that could be a little more interesting. Irish pulled this one down. Eklund.
I was just going to say some extended possession for the Irish would be just what the doctor ordered. Instead, the Wildcats take it away.
Gentilla, he'll cross. Behind Oliat. Believe this one's going to get into touch, although great hustle on the far side. Kept it in. He did not. But the hustle was there. That's what you like to see. The Wildcats being the aggressors so far. Most of the action down here in the Rosemount defending end of the pitch.
It's Paulson, wasn't it, Skip?
Yes, Paulson playing the far side. Good possession over there. That's stolen by Rosemount. They work it past another defender. Cross it into the box. That one's flicked, head controlled there. Nice job. Good patience defensively. That was, I believe, Eddie. Rosemount steps up, puts one in. That one had a little bit of a spin on it. Rojas comes off his line. Nice job controlling that. A little bit of pressure here for the Irish. Backline and Rojas up to the challenge so far. Gentilla, Knoll, Sondag. Knoll, nice job helping. Quick cross. Oliat brings it down. Knocked off his foot, controlled here by the Irish.
Not the first time we've seen Oliat's beautiful little foot skill, Skip. I mean, he's done a couple of times already in this game. He's controlled a long ball, a long cross, or a long through ball that he's just been able to tap him down to himself, and he's got to be looking dangerous over there. Love the link-up play, the combination play between Sondag and Knoll.
Gentilla needed to go to that one, didn't. Nice step up by the Irish defense to take temporary possession. Different lineup here for the Wildcats than what you've seen in previous games. Part of that due to the absence of Miklo Jones coming off a red card, so he's not eligible to play today. Significant loss for the Wildcats, but they've established depth, so they should be able to weather that one-game storm. Here's an opportunity. Cross it in. Wildcats do a nice job of getting in the way there. That was Brady LaPlante. LaPlante for the Irish. Quick throw here for Eagan as they're trying to counterattack. Knoll fakes it, and
gotta like that. That's, I mean, I have to say that's pretty crafty. I mean, who wants to get a, you know, a full force ball right in the chops, but instead, you know, he earns the throw.
Tapa, too many white jerseys. Good effort. Prouty goes back. Gentilla once again gets cut off from behind. That's a tough spot when you're waiting for the ball. All the advantage to the defense. They can see the ball. They can play it forward. Nice defense there by DeChild, winning that one from Knoll. Here comes the Irish. Long ball near side. Brandner cuts that one off. Wildcats will reset in the back line.
Wildcats had, coming off their own draw, the Irish also last time out against Lakeville South with a 2-2 draw. So both teams looking for opportunities here to kind of get on the right side of the win-loss column. And as you say, Skip, you have to think that whoever wins this game, if there is a winner, would certainly be in the pole position for a South Suburban Conference title or a Section 3 championship.
A little bit of a push there at the end. Ill-advised. Since you're in the penalty area, I think you don't want to do that. I mean, center ref does a nice job of, I think, letting that go. It had absolutely no bearing on the play, but still, the corner is one. Opportunity here. I believe that's Max Ellis. In swinger. Far post ahead and in. Oh, a brilliant play there. The Rosemount Irish go up high, finish strong. They jump out to a 1-0 lead, capitalizing here in minute number 10.
It's Ethan Browning from the back post, and that was a great ball from Raimondo. And Browning just rose up amongst everybody and headed that in. There was zero hesitation with that. That was done with absolute authority. That was incredibly impressive.
Yeah, so Raimondo on the corner, perfectly placed on the far post. And as you said, Ethan Browning just went up and buried that. Huge goal early here for the Irish. Let's see if Wildcats can come back. They have not played a lot of soccer this season from behind. So a little bit of a different position so far for the Wildcats, but I think that's not necessarily a bad thing. They're going to have to learn how to play from behind at some point, and there's plenty of time left.
Well, at some point, in some sense, Skip Newton, it's against the run of play, isn't it? Because the Wildcats had really been dominating this first half in terms of keeping the ball in the Irish third, attacking third, and they're at it again. But the Irish are the ones who claimed the goal.
Well, it's not all about time of possession, but you know, when you get opportunities, generating those opportunities, finishing them. Of course, every corner kick is an opportunity, and boy, did they finish strong.
I have to say, one of the things I liked most about that was it was clear that there was coordination between the player taking the kick and the players on the back post. They clearly knew where they were going with that ball.
Sondag, he'll just take the throw in deep in the corner. Brandner quickly into Knoll, lays it back to Brandner. Tapa, long shot. This is dangerous. Too far. Tapa just over the crossbar.
I like the shot by Tapa. Interesting that he normally plays an outside back, Skip Newton, but right now he's taking the Miklo Jones position at the CDM, and I like that shot from Tapa. He had a little bit of green grass and was able to try to make something happen.
Knoll looking to pick the pocket of that last defender, but cleared away nicely by the Irish. And we'll have a foul called here against the Wildcats, just the second of the first half. So far, a clean game. Only 2 fouls in the first 12 minutes of action. Played to midfield. The Irish defense step up. Tapa's header goes straight to an Irish boot. Yu throws it in. Carter Yu, the junior. Knocked away. Prouty. That pass intercepted, and here come the Irish once again with possession in the attacking third. Oh, beautiful ball played through. Drop back. There's an opportunity for the Irish. Nice defense recovery there for the Wildcats.
Tapa had to get that right, Skip Newton, or he was in danger of conceding the penalty, and he did a great job of taking the ball but not committing the foul. That was dangerous stuff. Great play, great link-up play that time by the Irish.
And we saw 2 PKs in the first game of our doubleheader. The Eagan girls winners 3-2 over the Irish girls. Wildcats of boys trying to do the same here, but they find themselves down 1-0. Oliat spinning his guy, getting by him.
So smooth.
Good recovery defense. He's going to slow things down. Plays it over. Brandner's got a guy right on his 6. Tough play there for Brandner. I mean, he fed him, but man, he was under pressure from the start. Eklund. Oh, nice job here. Gentilla feeds it across. Rosemount defense stepping in, picking that off. Wildcats were waiting for that cross to finish, trying to find the equalizer. Touch gets away from Oliat, but cleared into touch. We'll have a throw near midfield. Substitution, Gentilla is going to step off. Graham Johnson in at that right forward position. And a foul called. Another one against the Wildcats, their third.
Center referee Jose Ramos Ninos making sure that that ball needs to be moved back to the point of the foul. And the Irish spreading the field very, very well. This is, I don't think these players could get any farther apart.
Into the corner. Irish had it and lost it. Nice defense there. That was Paulson back there. And played in for a goal kick. So Eagan come in ranked number 3rd in the state. Rosemount tied for that 10th spot. A couple of substitutions. Darius Knox, as well as Eddie Couture Valencia in for the Wildcats. Nice job preventing that one from going further down the pitch. Knox, nice job winning that one back. Long ball, but no one home.
Here's one nice thing about these Wildcats is they seem to come at you in waves, Skip. It doesn't, I think we had this conversation, or maybe I made this observation a few games ago on the air, but you know, it's not like there's one player who he's on the when he's on the field. Noel's the closest that you probably have to that, is being the guy, but otherwise it's it's Oliat, it's Johnson, it's Knox, it's Sondag. I mean, this like all these different players, Prouty, all these different players can score or create, and that I think that just makes them incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Hannon Axelrod yet. He's another guy that's been a part of the scoring punch for the Wildcats. It's been a nice change, in the past couple of years. I feel like they've been more of a struggling team offensively. They've been very strong defensively. Much different so far this season. If that can keep up, I think that number 3 ranking is legit, and they're going to find themselves in the top 10, all season long.
Well, the boys program here at Eagan High School the last few years has been
onside.
I wasn't sure he was onside.
I wasn't sure either, but the flag did not go up, and the corner is won.
So I'll say the Eagan Wildcat boys soccer team the last handful of seasons hasn't performed always the way they wanted to. They haven't, but this team is looking like it could be in a section title game. It could win a section.
Noel plays it short, deflected into the middle. Nothing but white jerseys there. Tesdal tries to volley that one. That's a tough shot. He had no momentum going forward. Didn't connect. It's cleared out, but Knox unfortunately turns that one over. 1-on-5 here for the Irish.
And big credit to LaPlante, but I'm not sure he was going to come out of that with the ball.
Nice pass with the head there, both intercepting that long ball and getting it to a teammate. Here's a long ball in the box. Can't get much on it. That was Johnson, comes back for it.
I was impressed that Johnson even got anything on that ball, Skip. That had a lot of height and a lot of speed on it. the fact that he was able to keep it in at all, I think Prouty's going to get whistled for a foul here. But credit to Johnson. That would have been an easy ball just to let go and say, I can't get to that. Instead, he knocks it at least towards the goal, to give a teammate a chance at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Not trying to put a shot on, but trying to put it back into the middle to see if maybe a teammate can clean that up. Tapa. Valencia. Good defensive tackle there. Valencia gets another chance. One-on-one. Physical play. And the call goes the Irish way.
That's the right call. ECV was all over his back. I mean, that's an easy call for the referee. Doesn't hurt the Wildcats too much with respect to giving up a scoring opportunity, obviously, as it's so far down, but it does take away their scoring opportunity. I think the moral of the story is hold on to the ball.
Wildcats controlled that free kick. I don't think that one went anywhere near where number 22, Cole Henke wanted it to go. Valencia gets the shot, but fires it high. Blake Prouty is going to get a bit of a breather here. Colin Bray stepping onto the pitch for the first time tonight. Eddie. Johnson. Harley Gray also into the game. You saw him there, and we have a foul handball called against the Irish.
So Tesdall's going to trot forward for this. It'd be interesting to see. The Wildcats have been pretty good, I think, Skip Newton, on set-piece plays. Now this one coming from well out of the attacking third, but nonetheless, an opportunity to put it into the mixer.
Yeah, I can get this one into the penalty area for sure to see if the Wildcats can do something with it once it gets there. They have 5 guys in that box. Irish win that one. Wildcats attempting to chip that one back in to no avail. Bray defending. Tesdall intercepting. Nice win of possession there. Pass up to Knoll. He's going to reset. Outside of the foot pass. Bray gets it stuck underneath him. Nice job recovering there. Eddie. Tesdall.
Impressed with how quickly these Wildcats do get to the defense, Skip. The Irish do not have a whole lot of time with the ball just to think about what they want to do.
That shot is blocked. Bray plays it down. Surprised that that one was onside. Center deflected out. Gray can't win that one. Here come the Irish once again. Nice cutoff there. Good defense by Brandner. Gray turns that one over. Here's an opportunity here for the Irish. Let's see what they can do something with it. Far side of the box. Takes a touch in, chips it up and over. Nobody home. Nice job by Johnson coming back to win that. Knoll looking to counterattack. Valencia, he's going to go long. Had Johnson on the run. Johnson pulls it down. Left foot shot. Blocked in the box.
That's great defense by the Irish. That shot had something on it. That had to sting. But what a great block.
.12 versus 12. Knoll temporarily took that, but right back to the Irish. Double team coming. Runs out of real estate. Brandner quickly into Eddie, but too quick. Or not quick enough, I should say, but the aforementioned Hannon Axelrod coming in. Eric Knoll's going to get a break. Valencia switches to the near side.
I think one of the neat things about this team, Skip Newton, is the fact that no matter who's in these positions, they all seem to bring their own energy, quality, effort, skill. I mean, they each one of them seems to do a good job. And it's not like there's only one or two guys who can play wing, or only one or two guys who can play that center forward. It seems like they're all very interchangeable, and I think that's really to the team's credit.
Yeah, 100%. I was thinking that same thing where they just kind of move around, like you said. It's not one guy or two guys, but really a team full of guys in that front, six that really are able to play together well. I think that was a nice job, actually trying to win that one out of the air by Knox. That ball had a lot of steam on it. If he lets it go, it's going to be right to the goalkeeper or a goal kick, but instead wins possession. Bray. Valencia can't win it. Nice job by Gray. Checking back to Tesdall. Gray with it over to Bray. Two-man game.
Well, making the Irish chase and not turning it over is a good plan, but they turn it over.
Errant pass all of a sudden creates one-on-one. Nice tackle there. Last man defending. Here come the Wildcats once again.
And that was a bit aspirational. Axelrod's fast, but he's not Usain Bolt fast.
Eagan needs to stay patient. Still plenty of soccer left. Here in minute number 26. The goal scored minute number 10. A perfect corner kick. The only corner kick for the Irish. Scored by number 3, Ethan Browning. Perfect header on the back post. Nice corner by Max Raimondo. Valencia trying to feed that one through. It gets intercepted. Plenty of Wildcats come back trying to win possession. Far side, Axelrod got his foot on it, then got knocked down. No call.
That was interesting. I might have blown a whistle there if I was the referee. Referee obviously saw it, waved his hand in the air, said, "I'm not interested," but I don't know. I think he's saying that maybe that's a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge, but sure seemed pretty decisive in that regard.
Wildcats throw it in. Trying to get something going on the far side. Cross is blocked. Clearing attempt blocked. Into touch. It'll be a Rosemount throw.
Well, despite giving up the first goal of the game, Skip Newton, I have to say the Wildcats seem to be, if I didn't know that they were behind by a goal, I would assume they're winning the game, right? I mean, they're creating more offensive opportunities. They're controlling the ball more in the midfield or even the attacking third. I think the Wildcats are fine. They just need to stay calm and keep doing what they're doing. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think the possession has been in their favor. I think they've generated more shots on goal. I would like to see a little more connecting in the final third to get what I'll call a very good scoring chance. They haven't had outstanding scoring chances yet. They've had some shots from distance, so I want to see more of that. And this could be one of those. Crossed into the box, but the defense is there. Clearing once again. We've seen the Irish defense always in the right position thus far.
Yeah, the Irish center backs have I would say, other than the goal scorer, I would say they've been the stars of the game. I mean, great clearances, decisive clearances for the Irish.
Bray with some time feeds that one forward, but too far. That's a tough ball. You're gonna have the result that you just saw. I would say 99% of the time on that one. It's just such a tough ball to place with perfection. Nice job by Eddie. Good hustle, Brandner. But the Irish win it. Here they come. Nice moving in the inside. Eddie helps defensively. That was Brady LaPlante once again, number 11.
Substitution for the Rosemount Irish into the game is Caleb Espin, number 28. Going off Carter Yu, number 23.
Number 8. Bestman into the game. Lots of substitutions here for the Irish. They're playing a lot of bodies. Meanwhile, the Wildcats will throw this one in deep. Push from behind. That one's finally called.
Only the second foul against the Irish by my count in this half, Skip, compared to 5 for the Wildcats. Can the Wildcats make this tell? Can they create some sort of opportunity here?
They've got 5 guys in the penalty area, and you've got Gray just outside. Tesdall delivers not where he wanted that one. Didn't get his usual amount on that. And do we have a foul called behind that, or was it an offside? I don't see the flag up, so I'm going to have to say it's a foul.
Yeah, free kick for the Irish, and Wildcats need to just keep doing it. You get the sense, though, that they might just need to keep doing what they're doing.
I feel like they started off the game with a lot of energy, a lot of opportunities, and it's kind of settled in now, and we're not seeing nearly as much of that ball movement creating opportunities as we did in that first 5 to 10 minutes. Good clean connection there, both players hitting the ball.
Good defense by Axelrod. Paulson will claim that.
Bray dispossessed. Into the middle. A lot of Wildcat defenders to go through. Cleared, but right to the Irish. Long cross over the head. Not easy to do. Nice recovery there by Brandner. Can he keep it from a corner? He cannot. Irish get their second corner of the half. The first one resulted in their 1 goal.
Danger for the Wildcats, no question about that. Big bodies coming forward for the Irish.
Looks almost exactly the same, not quite the same placement. This time, Wildcats cleared that one efficiently. Ball through, but no run had played up. Right on the line, and it stays in. Little backspin on that one.
That was out? Well, I mean, the assistant referee said it was out, but when he picked it up, it was still in the line.
It looked like it from our angle.
Yeah.
Here comes Valencia. He's got a couple guys in the middle. Tries to find one tough ball to play on a run. Just trying to deflect that one towards goal, but not too hard. Bodies go down. Fall on the Wildcats.
I got to tell you, I think if I'm a Wildcat fan, I'm a little upset there because my guy got hauled down by his hips too. I think if you're going to blow a whistle there, you could blow it the other way. Or probably, and to be honest with you, probably a non-call there. In any event, we play on.
Flicked into the penalty area. Rojas comes out. Eddie does a nice job defensively of making sure that only Rojas is going to get to touch that. He's going to give it a boot. Didn't get under it like usual. Feel like the Irish are winning a lot of these 50-50 balls in the last 10 minutes. Oh, nice cut in. Hard shot low. Rojas. Tricky. Nice job. Nice save.
Only the third shot of the half for the Irish. Wildcats with only, by my count, 5. So not a lot of shots, despite the Wildcats having a lot of possession, a lot more possession, even quality possession.
Wildcat dumped at midfield.
Wildcats would like to see those foul totals be a little more rational.
Let's see if Tesdall can get this one where he wants to. He mishit the last one.
You know, there's so much room. There's so much room there. I wonder if playing those short one of these times might be kind of smart.
Cleared out. Great hustle there by Brandner. Just absolutely runs that one down. Johnson trying to get it to Bray. Tough play out of the middle. Bray touches that one. Excuse me, Gray touches that one. Bray now defending. Bray and Gray both getting into the fray. That's all I had to say.
It's been quite a day.
Not the punt that Rojas wanted. We'll have some substitutions here. Several for the Irish.
Like a few for the Wildcats as well. And Rojas, it's the second time in a row where he's handled the ball and the ball hasn't quite gone where he maybe wants it to go. In any event, finding themselves down. If they go into the halftime down 1 goal, Skip Newton, I think the Wildcats will be, they'll be disappointed that they're down, but at the same time, I kind of get a sense that maybe they'll still feel fine about this because they've demonstrated the propensity to score goals so quickly and so often.
Prouty, Tapa back in. Far side, cross. Somehow it gets through, an opportunity here for the Wildcats, and it's in! The goal is scored, the equalizer is found. The Wildcats are rewarded. The corner flag abused. A huge goal here in minute number 36. Not sure who that was. But a big goal scored by the Wildcats. No longer having to go into halftime, at least unless the final 4 minutes proves otherwise, down a goal.
So Knox, I think, is going to get the assist. As he was in the jumble, I could not see who the other player was. We'll find out when the official scorer issues the decision. But what a huge moment for these Wildcats.
It looked like it just managed to get by the goalkeeper, Nathan Kelly. And then it was right in the middle of a scrum, and the Wildcats were victorious, punching that one home.
Well, the defense, the center backs. Earlier I said, Skip Newton, this other than the goal scorer, the center backs, and of course the goal scorer was one of the center backs, but the center backs have really been the stars of the Rosemount team today. They've done such a great job of making clearances. That time, however, Kelly had hands to it, couldn't quite get to it. I think we've got a foul here against the Wildcats. What else is new? Boy, it seems like those have been really stacking up this half. But
yeah, my tally says 8 so far.
Yes, I've got 8 as well. And so to finish the point, though, I mean, the center backs have been doing a great job of controlling the ball, making firm clearances, and this time just didn't happen for them. So Knox with the goal.
And a yellow card caution. So Axelrod gets the assist. Knox gets the goal, but gets a yellow caution card at the same time, maybe perhaps for running into the corner and punching the flag down.
Yeah, I suspect that is absolutely the case.
The flag is color red. The center ref is wearing a red jersey. Perhaps he took it personally.
Yep. You never know.
But a big momentum boost here for the Wildcats in the final 4 minutes. Brandner Johnson. Brandner says, not going to fool around anymore and getting this one out of here. Oh, a nice header up. Wildcat opportunity if they can make something happen. It's 2-on-3 over there. Great hustle, but too physical.
That was an easy one for the referee. That was definitely a foul against the Wildcats.
Now called for a foul 9 times.
9 times?
9 times. Wildcats got to be a little careful here. Let's control our emotions, boys, and enjoy the fact that you've gotten that game-tying goal, but finish out smartly here, the final minute 15 to go in the first half. Nice pass by the Irish. They cross it in, deflected, not on goal. Play this one right back into the center. Nice job defensively by the Wildcats to get in the way of that one. This one's played into touch. Irish possession. Wildcat faithful disagree.
Gotta say, I think I did too.
Oh, here's a shot, but right on Rojas.
It's odd. I think the Irish have 4 shots, and I think all 4 of them have been on frame. They've been very efficient in terms of steering them on goal.
Nice job by Rojas winning that one. You are correct, because I have him for 3 saves, and of course the 4th one, the goal. So accurate shooting so far for the Irish.
Big kudos to our production staff and statisticians to give us those stats.
The half is winding down, and that will do it here for the first half at Wildcat Stadium. A good half of soccer as we expected. 1 goal apiece. What are you expecting coming in the second half, Nathan?
Well, I think the Wildcats will feel a little bit hard done by that they conceded a goal against the run of play. They've played better than the Irish in the first half generally. They need to make the final third tell. They need to make sure that those shots hit frame and actually get in or towards the goal. For the Irish, I might need to change a few things. I might need to change something small, make a few subtle adjustments to try to create. Their best opportunities have been off of corners. While that's excellent, and you can certainly win games off of corner kicks, I haven't seen anything for the Irish in open play that has looked exceptionally dangerous. And I think if I were the Irish, that's what I want to see coming into the second half.
Yeah, I think that's a great analysis, and we will be back for that second half in about 9 to 10 minutes. Stick with us, folks. It's going to be another great half of soccer. The Irish and the Wildcats tied up here 1-1 in a huge South Suburban Conference matchup. You are watching Wildcat Soccer right here on Eagan TV. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. It's the boys varsity South Suburban Conference matchup between the Rosemount Irish and your Eagan Wildcats. The score is 1-1. Goal scored in the 10th minute by Rosemount off a corner kick. A beautiful play on the back post, and then the equalizer for Eagan scored by number 3, Darius Knox. Punching one in the 36th minute. My name is Skip Newton, right here with Nathan Cron. Getting ready for the second half. The Wildcats will start with possession, going right to left, wearing their home blues as usual. Nathan, we felt that Eagan controlled the ball for the majority of the first half, but still Rosemount's obviously competitive, 10th in the state. They're playing well. We still feel that Rosemount needs to pick things up if they want to win this one.
I mean, I think that's fair. I think that's fair, and I'm sure Rosemount, some Rosemount fans watching this broadcast would probably scream at the, you guys are being a bunch of homers. Maybe. Now, here's the thing. Here's the great thing. Ask yourself as you watch the first half, did anybody in a white jersey when he was on the ball, did any of them look like they were exceptionally dangerous? Like, okay, this kid's going to take on people. He's going to create scoring opportunities. He's going to whatever. And the answer is not really. So the Wildcats have it on that end.
Opportunity for the Wildcats into the zone. They cross it. Can't get a boot on that. It's deflected into touch, but this will be an early corner, an opportunity here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, so I just think that the Irish clearly have the athleticism to be very competitive. What I want to see from them is a little bit of skill to break things down offensively in open play.
Crossed in, headed out defensively, and the Irish are going to take possession. No Wildcat in the vicinity. Long ball played by Eagan. This will be a goal kick.
Tesdall hit that almost 60 yards in the air. That was brilliant. I mean, he had to make the step, otherwise the Irish player on the far side was going to take that ball. But still, I mean, that was a long ball. Oh,
a nice step up defensively there. If he does not play that, the Irish attacker behind him was definitely onside. Well, those are the little things, the little defensive plays that you don't see in a score sheet, but they are crucial. I mean, he could have stopped a scoring chance there before it even developed. Tesdall getting another opportunity to take a free kick after the Irish foul. Just on this side of the 50. Long ball headed up and out. Near collision there. Glad that heads did not collide. Some physical play there by Rosemount, and they only had, by my tally, 3 fouls in the first half, 2 early ones here in the second. Another opportunity for Tesdall to put this one into the box.
Well, if Tesdall's going to put this into the box, and I agree with you, Skip, that's probably what he's going to do, and that's probably what he should do. Somebody in a blue jersey's got to get to this ball. The last handful of long balls from Tesdall or anyone else, it's been Irish jerseys and Irish heads getting to that ball.
He does. This one more on goal, and it's deflected up into the goal. A misplay by the Rosemount keeper results in the goal. Or wait, do we have a non-goal called? I'm not sure what the ruling is here.
A foul on the Wildcats.
Called.
A foul on the Wildcats. Boy, I really wishing we had that ETV truck now. Look for a replay. But in any event, the Wildcats play on. And Oliot earns the foul there. But, oh, my goodness gracious. We'll have to go back and check that one out afterwards. There was a massive scrum of humanity. It would not shock me if there was a collision of some sort, but how harsh to call that. How harsh. I mean, just for the Wildcats battled hard. They were trying to, no one's trying to commit a foul. Everyone's just trying to go after the ball.
Yeah, anybody watching that happens to know my cell phone number, if you can hit rewind on YouTube, come back to me and let me know what you see, that would be great. Because that was a mystery for us. We thought the Wildcats had taken the lead. As it is, play resumes. Wildcats trying to re-earn that second goal. They thought they had the go-ahead early in the second half. The cross headed back into the corner, controlled by the Irish. Wildcats seem to be the aggressors here early in the first half, or again the second half, just like they were in the first half. Oliat forcing the turnover. He's knocked to the deck, and it's called.
Well, like you said, the Irish only called for 3 fouls in the first half. That's their 4th already in this half, in the first 4.5 minutes and change, 5 minutes of this half.
Now this is like a corner from a better angle here. Knoll, once again, the Irish get on it. Try to drop that one back. Volley on the ground, too many bodies. Long shot in the air.
Curious but ineffective. A bit aspirational.
That's the second time we've seen Tapa fire from distance. And the second time, I believe he's put it over the net. I can't remember if the first one was barely played by the keeper or not, but here's Prouty. Irish, far side. Almost turned it over, and the flag is up. He did. Unforced error.
The game's right there for both sides to grab it by the throat, Skip Newton. If the question becomes which side's going to do it, which side's going to step up and make something happen.
Good effort by Rosemount trying to keep that in, but unable to. I believe that was Knoll that flicked that one down the far side. Gentilla. Tapa went down. No call, and that's a good no call. I think he just fell. Got Wildcats sliding all over the place here. Tapa turns and fires. Gentilla. Oh, a little miscommunication, I think, with Knoll. Couldn't decide which one was going to play that.
Ball comes up over the top of the Irish attack.
A 1-on-4. Poke checked away. Irish go down, no call. Looking for that quick counterattack, but Irish back line on there. There's a trip, no call, but possession for the Wildcats.
Advantage play.
Oliat maneuvering to the middle. He's going to fire a shot. Easy save. But I liked how he worked that one not once but twice past defenders to give himself a better angle. Would like to see somebody off the ball move in to try and give him another option. Pass up in the air and into touch.
Wildcats really picking up here in the second half where they left off in the first half, Skip, in terms of, well, other than playing the ball out when they don't need to. But, I mean, in terms of possession, looking more dangerous in open play, things like that, you really have to favor the Wildcats to nick another goal here at least.
Here's a run into the box. Nice job by Gentilla there to get out of the way so the possession is maintained. Graham Johnson now replaces Owen Gentilla. Trip right outside the box, and that is called.
Their 5th foul of this half. We're not even 10 minutes in. We're 9 minutes and change in. Not even 9 minutes in, and it's 5 fouls. And this is in a dangerous spot, Skip.
Yeah, right outside the 10-yard line, so about 22 yards from an angle, kind of almost even with the the far post, but he's going to ask for his 10 yards. Noel's going to take this, no doubt going to go to goal.
This would be an interesting place. If you're not going to go to goal, it should be an interesting place as Oliat lurks there near the penalty spot. Maybe it's a feed to him. Oh, my goodness. If you could feed the ball quickly, now he's claimed.
Shot punched away, corner earned. But you had Oliat as well as Grant Paulson standing, 15, 16 yards out, nobody near them. I almost would have rather seen one of them step back another maybe 5 yards and then feed it where they can just come in and one time that with all their momentum to goal. But as it is, a good shot, a good save. The corner is cleared. And a foul is called. Is this on?
The body language would seem to suggest it's on the Irish. That's 6 fouls in 10 minutes and 15 seconds, Skip. That's basically one every other minute.
Axel Martin does not agree with that call. He's putting his palms up like, what are you talking about here? I don't understand.
Rosemount coaching staff not exceptionally happy with it either.
Oh, a long shot. Tesdall gets all of that one.
Well, it's a shot.
Aspirational, perhaps.
A wee bit aspirational.
The worst part about it is that it goes out of play, so that you can't get anything out of that. Of course, the first best outcome would be the goal. The second best would be if you put it on and you can get a rebound, maybe you can get a deflection there because you got all your guys in the box. But Tesdall just absolutely hammered that one. This one's going to be tricky. It's not going to get – oh, it does, and he stays in. Nice job by Rojas.
I give big credit to Brady LaPlante, too. He could have easily fouled Rojas. It could have been a collision. It could have been and it probably would have been a yellow card. Instead, he misses Rojas, lives to play another down, lives to play another sequence. Maybe that's a better way of saying it.
It's all right. It's football season. If you want to go with a couple football references, no one's gonna complain there. Unforced error once again. Paulson, he's going to go quick. Noel. Oliat. Back to Noel. Prouty looking to switch fields. Nice step up defensively there for the Irish.
I got telegraphed just a little too much, didn't it, Skip?
Oh, a nice step up. Tapa feeds it to the corner, maybe too strong, just out of the reach. Right idea, just a little heavy on the touch.
And a substitution for the Rosemount Irish, returning Adam Hernandez.
27.5 to go here, still knotted up one apiece. The go-ahead goal by the Wildcats called back due to a foul. It was early in the second half.
Still no shots for the Irish here in the second half, Skip. Despite the fact that they need to do something in open play to create scoring opportunities, they haven't been able to come up with anything at this point.
Misplay there by Noel. Tough one to play with the bottom of your foot. Perhaps would have been better off letting that one into the body, but easy to say that up here in the announcer's booth. Prouty plays that. Oh, a beautiful play there by Eddie.
Eddie was like a freight train. I don't think I would have gotten in front of him.
No trip called.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a trip there either.
Midfield, Irish. Stolen away and given away. And given away again. Both teams failing to connect. Just out of the reach. Paulson with some hustle. Oliak with the throw. Noel. Couldn't find a shooting angle. Finds Tapa. Looked like he was trying to fire one long. That was blocked. Just not going to get it over the head of Noel Eddy. Irish resetting.
See, as you watch the Irish in these sequences, Skip, I don't see a lot of, well, I see a turnover, but don't see a lot of coherence offensively in terms of, here's our plan, here's what we're going to do.
Pressure from behind. Didn't know if it was coming. Loses it. Unfortunate there for the Wildcats, but nice defense stepping back. Here's a foul at midfield. Easy call.
The ball was rolling, so they're going to bring that back. Or find a new ball, I should say. I will say Prouty, and one of those last sequences, Skip Newton, Prouty had room in front of him, and he passed to the far side, switched the ball, which is fine. I wouldn't mind seeing him carry it just a little bit more and just wait for things to develop in front of him, because I think he's an excellent passer and a very unselfish player.
Oh, a nice step up defensively, but it's not out yet. Irish still control, about 25 yards out. They flick this one in. Cleared right to the boot of the Irish. They can't get a shot. Player goes down. Good no call. I think that was not a trip. Now there's an opportunity here, and the speed is on. It's a breakaway. One-on-one with the keeper. The keeper makes the play, but the rebound is right there. No shot. Goes around him. Into the corner, just wide. Oh, a great opportunity. Oliot tried to feed it. It was Sondag on the break. He could not get it past the keeper. Did not even get a good shot. I'm not sure why he didn't release it a little earlier, but somehow Oliot had it, didn't fire it right away, still found himself free, and it trickles wide. That is one of the best opportunities that you'll see that does not result in a goal. But here comes Oliot and the Wildcats into the box, turns. Oh, and he just misconnected. He got his plant foot on the ball before he got the boot to strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Oliot was. Shot comes in towards Kelly, but I'm not sure what Oliot was thinking there. I'll definitely be going back to look at the replay on that one, Skip, and maybe he thought, hey, I just can't. I'm wrong-footed. My balance is wrong. I'm sure there was a reason. I just can't fathom what it was.
Yeah, because it looked like he got the rebound. It was right on his foot. Just shoot it right away, and it's a goal. But again, very easy to see that from up here. Oh, Prouty runs into a brick wall. But I'm not sure I like that call. I felt like the other guy was standing his ground, and Prouty ran into him.
Yep. That wasn't a foul for me. That wasn't a foul, and I think kudos to the Rosemount player for not dissenting. Kudos to their bench for not losing their minds, because honestly, I had the same thought. I think Prouty just ran into him.
Great ball by Tesdall, but once again, the Irish just winning these balls in the air with their back line. That is the one consistent thing we've seen all night long out of the Irish.
Well, one of the things the Wildcats miss in Miklo Jones, Skip, is that length, the ability to go up and get a ball.
Paulson. Oh, left foot cross. Picked out of the air. Drops for Oliot. Pulls it back. Double team. Needs help. Trying to get the corner. Great double team by and they clear it right to the Wildcats, who save it. Shot deflected. Noel. Tapa is not afraid to shoot. We've seen that all night long. And his shots have not found target yet. The shots have not been what I think Tapa would like, but at a certain point you do need somebody to step up and take the shot, and it felt like we were maybe almost overpassing in that particular sequence.
Shots in this half, Skip Newton, by my count, 0 for the Irish, 9 for the Wildcats. That's just far too lopsided if you're the Irish.
And it almost feels like the more it goes, the worse it gets. Like the Wildcats are just sensing the blood in the water like sharks, and they just keep attacking.
That being said, the Irish, to their credit, have not conceded a second goal, and there's a chance here that the Irish don't look they don't look very dangerous in open play offensively, but defensively they're still stout. And even though the Wildcats have had a couple of opportunities, so we might be streaking on here towards a 1-1 draw if the Wildcats can't get something on the board.
Or the longer that the draw continues, the more you open yourself up to that random, play where all of a sudden one guy just gets the right run, or you get the free kick and the guy puts a brilliant shot on, and there's a rather silly foul.
Yeah, it's Christian Prouty deciding that it's hockey season early, I think. One of the senior captains for the Wildcat hockey team decided to work on a checking clinic here in the 61st minute of the Rosemount Eagan game.
Clear by the Wildcats. And a handball foul, I think.
Another foul against the Irish, so Wildcats will back this ball up a little bit, maybe to closer to the 50-yard line.
Give that right boot of John Tesdall another workout.
That's the 8th foul in this half after only 3 in the first half. You know what that also means? It also means that the Wildcats are being very aggressive, Skip, and attacking, forcing the Irish to foul.
Oh, he got all this one. Looking for the rebound, but the sure-handed catch by Nathan Kelly, and it looked for maybe a half second like he undercut that one too much and that it was going to go over his head. But as it was, a really nice save because he had Wildcats in his face.
So we said for Tesdall that a few of his balls may have been a bit aspirational. That was not aspirational. That was brilliant.
And this is the second time we've seen that from him. And I wonder if that's a change of strategy coming from Coach Boutely. Is he telling him, hey, I want you to put these on goal and see what happens. That cross is flicked by the Wildcats. Nice job by Rojas coming off. Nice job by the Irish. Avoid contacting the goalkeeper.
Irish need to do more with the ball when they have in the attacking third, Skip. It's been, no shots in this half. We've played well over 23 minutes just of this half. Irish still looking for their first shot. It's just not going to be good enough.
Tapa can't win that one. Concedes the throw.
It will be interesting to see how both coaches, the Irish, for instance, in the first half used every player except their backup keeper and gave them a fair number of minutes. It'd be interesting to see if the Rosemount substitution pattern changes. It will also be interesting to see for these Wildcats, does Coach Boutely does he approach it a little bit differently given that the game is at the stage it's at? Like, will we see more subs? Will we see fewer subs?
Eric Knowles going to get a break. Graham Johnson, number 5, comes on. Nice ball played there by the Irish. Paulson pushes through, plays it through. And we have a stoppage.
A foul? Okay, so they're going to call the foul on Paulson as he went through. The advantage did not develop. So that's the 9th foul against the Irish in this half alone.
Another opportunity for Tesdall. Got to believe he's going to try to drop this one into the box and not put it on goal, but we'll see. Plays it near side. Unable to deflect that one in for the Wildcats, so it results in a goal kick. Kelly. Looked like a handball. No call. Played through, a nice ball. He's onside. AR's not in position anyway. Left foot shot. Rojas with the save, the rebound.
Well, if Raimondo was looking to make it dramatic, their first shot of the second half, he did it. That was an excellent shot, pulling it back, squaring it up, making Rojas make a great save.
Fortunately for the Wildcats, no other Irish player in the vicinity, so that rebound just trickled to the side. Easy play here for Eagan to pick that one up, and now Irish possessed, trying to get it past midfield. Unfortunately deflected off the Wildcats for an Irish throw here, down to the final 15.
Wildcat Soccer would like to thank their platinum sponsors, Ansari's Chips Pickleball Club, Eagan Hockey Association, the Twin Cities Orthopedics, Willie team from Edina Realty, Wave Soccer. Thank you for your support of Eagan Soccer, both boys and girls soccer.
Free kick here for the Irish. Now they have an opportunity to get some players down in the box. They play it in. Easy clear for Eagan. And we'll have a foul called on the Wildcats.
So another free kick from almost the same spot. That's he doesn't need to commit the foul there, Skip. He just needs to not let him turn with the ball. You know, that's a situation where you don't need to concede this.
A better ball, longer. This one headed up, and this one's going to result in a corner. So an unfortunate result there, as the Wildcats probably would have been better off not playing that. It was going wide to the near side. It would have been a really tough get there for Rosemount to play that one. But I know the instinct is to get your head on it, but concedes the corner. It's an outswinger. Play it near post, a deflection, it's high. So, I mean, that corner was bang, bang, just like their goal. That was well conceived.
Yeah, the Irish looking extremely dangerous with set-piece plays. If I'm the Wildcats, I would think that I would make an extra effort not to concede any more corners. The Wildcats were living dangerously. They might have burned up one of their 9 lives right there.
Prouty with a little bit of a flick. Just enough to get possession. That pass just out of the reach. Johnson couldn't get there. That slide's going to result in a foul, no doubt. A few more fouls committed here by Eagan. All from that same region of the pitch. And they're going to do a quick, short restart. One-touch cross. Gentilla got a little sloppy there, but still controlled by Eagan. They go deep, but Knox is the only one there. Somehow he comes up with it. This is where patience is needed. Let your team catch up, see if you can develop something. Valencia, and I believe that is a foul on him. There was relentless pressure put on by the Wildcats for the majority of this second half, but things have settled down a little bit. See which team can step up here in the final 11 and a half to go. And that pass disconnects.
Imagine Eric Knoll would find his way back into the field here fairly quickly. On the Wildcats, I'd like Knoll back on the field because he's one of those players that's very dangerous, does a nice job of controlling the ball.
Well, and it seemed like when the pressure was at its peak, it was Knoll, it was Oliat, Sondag got in on it, but those two guys were really good at putting pressure on. This is going to be a tough play. Going to run through 2 blockers.
Yeah, blockers is the right term there. The players were not necessarily in the, I know that's not a foul you want to call if you're a referee, but at the same time, the far defender that was actually shielding off Gentilla was not within playing distance of the ball. You have to be careful there. Wildcats seem to be playing a little long ball right now too, Skip.
All right, here comes Knoll back into the game when they get the chance. In the meantime, cross on the ground. It's deflected into the box. No shot yet. There's a shot and a save. Ball still live. Another shot. That one's blocked. Couple of opportunities there for the Wildcats. Big save. Unfortunately, that shot went right at him. Kelly in the perfect position. Another golden opportunity goes begging, but the Wildcats continue to ask questions.
Yeah, Wildcats with shot after shot here in this second half. Irish still with only 2 shots in this half. And as time starts to tick down, Wildcats have to start saying to themselves, hey, we're the better team on the field right now. Right now, we're the better team on the field, but the scoreboard does not show that. That's got to be starting to get frustrating for the Wildcats.
As I mentioned, Knoll and then Sondag just checked back in, so Coach Buteli trying to get his starting guys up front, the ones that have put the most pressure on, back onto the pitch for the final 10. Now down to the final 9. Paulson a little too patient, but nice job stepping in. A great step by Paulson. Oh, and he got hung up by his own man, but Paulson persevering. Good effort there by Paulson, but looked like his teammate just got in the way, or he might have been able to go on a run. Gentilla, good aggressive defense. He'll let that one go out. Throws it in, a little too strong. Tapa. Prouty. Prouty around 1. Tries to feed it through. Nobody home. Paulson steps up. Irish said he touched it. He did not. At least according to the guys in red. There's a trip. Advantage played, although I didn't think he had one. Now he does. Gentilla trying to go through bodies. Egan's got to start passing the ball a little bit here. Tesdal, good battle there with Prouty as well helping. There's a trip. That's an easy one. I'm not sure what the argument is there. So this is another opportunity from farther away, about 34 yards inside the hash. Oh, they're going to make it 37. I do not expect Knoll to put this one on frame. I think he's going to try to service this one up. We have not seen the Wildcats win these balls in the air thus far. He does just that. Wildcats can't get ahead on it. And it's cleared. Oh, a long shot. Well wide. I think the Wildcats' best scoring chances have come when they've worked the ball into the center instead of firing the long ones like that. I'd like to see a little more patience. I know that's hard to practice the final 6.5. Irish midfield. Still at midfield, near side. Oh, a nice check back. Sondag, quick counterattack. This one played through. Can he get there? Yes, he can. A dive and a shot wide. Oliat with some great pressure, great hustle. The shot goes wide.
Wildcats have to be absolutely fuming inside that they have not found a way to steer one of these multiple shots. I mean, I think it's 13, 14, 15 shots on goal, or 15 shots this half.
Oh, outside of the foot, into the box, cleared. Sneaky little outside of the foot cross there. Eagan wasting no time. Player dumped. And it's called. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. He got pushed from behind, and referee right there in a good spot. Although, as you say, now this one absolutely for Knoll. Wouldn't break my heart to have a couple of blue players mixed in the mix here. In the mix to, you see where Oliot is there in the middle of near the edge of the 6-yard box. I'd love to see a couple of more players blocking traffic.
Agreed. Oh, is that an own goal? Or was that deflected by the Wildcats? Either way, the goal is scored. The 76th minute.
Couldn't tell if it was Tapa or if, as you say, it was perhaps an own goal. There were a couple of Irish defenders with their hands on their heads saying, how did that happen?
Well, you were calling for traffic in front of the goalie. That's exactly what we got. What we don't know is if that was a own goal or not. We don't, unfortunately, have the benefit of replay, but the end result is the same. It's a good goal, and now it's a 2-1 lead for the Wildcats.
Honestly, we had a situation like this at Minnetonka. I hate the idea of an own goal, only because if you're the defensive team, you don't care if it's an own goal or not. You don't care how it's scored, right? But offensively, the Wildcats, for instance, whoever shot that in from the Wildcat standpoint, they care. So Knoll will get credit for it.
So that was deflected in by the Irish defense.
But the credits to Knoll, and I think that's the right.
Right.
I mean, the Irish don't care, who gets credit for it because it's in the net. That's all they just don't want to concede the goal. It matters to somebody like Knoll, right, who says, hey, I want to score a goal.
So final 4 to go, another foul midfield here. An opportunity set piece for the Irish. This is where the Wildcats need to make sure they win this one in the air. A long ball, far side. Rojas thought about coming out. Doesn't. Bicycle kick attempt. Goes straight in the air. That's a tough one. I like the creativity, though. Wildcats. Oh, a great pass. And now it's a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Sondag, 1-on-1. Goes to the middle. Speed. Shot. And a goal. The nail in the coffin. Sondag, minute 77.
And the picture says it all. You can see how much it means to these Wildcats.
That was textbook counterattack right there. I mean, just textbook.
You know what I thought of as I watched that play develop? I thought of the Los Angeles, they're going to laugh at me. I thought of the Los Angeles Lakers and Showtime. It was bang, 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 goal. Bang, 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 goal. That was beautiful football. That is why we call it the beautiful game. And honestly, I have to say, look, we're the EETV guys. The Wildcats have been better tonight than the Irish. And now it tells. Now the scoreboard looks like it.
Your analogy is actually pretty spot on. I mean, the equivalent of an outlet pass leading to a goal is exactly what we saw. It was just perfectly executed. Eric Knoll gets the assist. Sondag with a nice job taking that in and immediately delivering the ball, bringing the ball into the center to give himself a great angle and just burying that one. Then we get a foul on the Irish. Of course, with a 2-goal lead with 2.5 to play, now Eagan can play the possession game all they want. So what we thought might be a disappointing 1-1 draw all of a sudden turns into a 2-goal lead. Goals in minutes, number 76 and 77 here for the Wildcats. A big collision. Fortunately, nobody gets hurt. Could hear that all the way from the booth up here. Paulson. Nice job by Knoll, and Tesdall says, let's just play this deep. Oh, great effort there. Sondag. Gentilla. Plays it in. Oliat. Left foot spin. Shot is wide.
Now, as the clock ticks down inside or close to 90 seconds, there'll be some substitutions here. Not sure why the clock is stopped. Center referee talking to a couple of, oh, we have an injury. Forgive me. We have a Wildcat down on the edge of the Irish penalty area. I was going to say the first half, the Irish had 3 fouls, Skip Newton. This half, they have 13 fouls by my count, and that's because the Wildcats have been attacking all half long, and the Irish have struggled with dealing with the speed, the skill, the connected play.
Yeah, absolutely, and that speed and skill, it was relentless pressure. Like you mentioned it in the first half, but it's even more so in the second half. Just coming at them in waves, and finally those waves crashed through, and they broke through. Sondag is the injured player going off. So hopefully he's okay. I mean, he's walking off on his own power, so no reason to be concerned there. Of course, we do want to mention that number 3, Darius Knox, who scored the first Eagan goal, is playing on a yellow card, so not somebody you should see in the game at this time. You don't want to risk him getting a second yellow. I don't believe he's on the pitch, but just want to make sure. Actually, he is. You know, I would not have him in this contest right now. Better to be safe than sorry. Oliat. He'll dribble it by himself for the rest of the match if he has to. We got just over a minute to go.
Wildcat Soccer would also like to thank their gold sponsors, Birchwood Dental, Raising Cane's, Coldwell Banker, Rami Cormont, Dermatology Consultants, Eagan Arms, Eagan Football Association, Escape With Us Vacations, Homestead Auto, Salvo Soccer Club, Teresa's, Triple Diamond Sports Cards and Collectibles, and the Urgency Room. Thanks so much for your support of Wildcat Soccer.
It takes a lot to get a program going and to keep that program successful, and our sponsors are a big part of that. So absolutely, thank you so much. Huge thank you also to the Eagan TV crew. Outstanding job as they do each and every soccer, volleyball, football contest this fall. They got winter sports coming as well. It's always found right here on Eagan TV. Jared Greenberg, the director, Michelle Nielsen, and Max Hellmuller, awesome on the camera as well. The Wildcats, the third-ranked Wildcats, are going to extend their record to 7 wins, 1 draw, still undefeated. And a huge win here, huge win in South Suburban Conference, huge win in Section 3.
Yeah, absolutely. For the Wildcats, they are in the pole position both for a number 1 seed in Section 3, 3A. They are probably, at this point, certainly in the pole position for a South Suburban Conference title, which, of course, the Wildcats 2 years ago, not last year, but 2 years ago, were the South Suburban Conference champions. So everything there to play for the Wildcats. They stay hopefully healthy throughout this game. They played well. They did what they had to do to get this to win the game. But as I said, Skip, they were relentless. In this second half in particular, it was just wave after wave of Wildcat scoring opportunities. To the Irish's credit, when they had set-piece opportunities, they looked dangerous. They looked scary. They created challenges, but just not enough of them for the Irish.
Yeah, they could not generate anything other than those set pieces for the most part. Once again, Darius Knox with that first Eagan goal in the 36th minute, then 2 goals here in the second half. The first one, the 76th minute, scored by Eric Knoll, and the third one scored by Jake Sondag in minute number 77. Once again, thank you so much for listening. The final score here, the Eagan Wildcats 3, the Rosemount Irish 1. For Nathan, I am Skip. We'll be back for our next game when we can. I believe the next home game isn't until September 14th against Prior Lake. Until then, you have been watching the Wildcat Soccer right here on Eagan TV.